Hi guys. Just talking to a couple of your parents, and I know that you're highly involved with hockey. So I wanted to reach out to you and see if we can't do something different for your Flex PE course, since wearing the heart rate monitor on the ice is not a good idea, as you guys have probably discovered. Um, so I created a course inside of our course. So when you go to Schoology, you'll see our picture, everything, and Phys Ed Online. You're in Modified FlexP, so you should only see that folder, right? I moved you over in there. Let me talk about a couple things here in here and what the Modified FlexPE program is. So when you click on that, you'll get the syllabus to pop up. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here so we can see. And let me talk about that. So again, contract phys ed or flex PE gives you a little more leeway in getting things done. You really need for phys ed, you need 45 hours of class logged activity. So on your hockey training, 45 hours is going to be easy from what I understand. Now you can't do it all in 1 week, so it is to happen throughout the marking period. A maximum of 5 hours a week of activity bi-weekly. So think about 2.5 hours a week is all I'm asking for. What I want you to do is you're going to create a journal with your coach. Your coach is going to be your supervisor, and you're going to document anytime you're doing any strength training, any type of yoga training, any type of dry land training. I cannot give you credit for playing hockey. Keep that in mind. I can give you credit for training for hockey, but not for playing hockey. I know that sounds wordy, but that's kind of where it's at. So I can't give you a credit to play a sport, is basically what I'm telling you. But you're training towards it. Obviously, that's personal fitness, and that's what we're working towards. So I want you to hold on to the heart rate monitors, though. So you should have done the work already up to this point about setting up your heart rate monitor, understanding your target heart rate, and all those types of things. Because what happened in the spring, which I hope never happens again, and you guys are aware of this, when the whole country came to a stop, the students that were in this course, many of them that activities they were in, they couldn't do anymore because the course shut down and their activity shut down, and we were just in a bind. So if you can't attend hockey, you can get these hours, the daily hours, by using your heart rate monitor, and you'll submit them in that way. So as long as you're still actively in hockey every week, hockey's going to be your thing. The hockey training will be your thing. If that changes, you're going to use a heart rate monitor. So your parents or family friends can't be your supervisor. So I'm pretty sure that you guys have a hockey coach. I don't know if you have a strength coach that goes with that, a nutrition coach. I don't know. They could be your supervisors. They're going to be the ones that sign off on your workouts. They're going to be the people that you're going to go to. It can't be a parent or a family friend. It's your responsibility to make sure all your things get turned in, and they'll be turned in on a bi-weekly schedule. So we're already past this 2 cycles of start. You can ignore that kind of stuff. And again, I put a little clause in here. Should you stop playing hockey, that you're going to be doing something else, you're going to be back on our district distance learner program, which regards the heart rate monitors. If you continue through hockey, you basically will not use that heart rate monitor anymore. Here's my contact information. Many of you have sent me emails using my Gmail. Try this email, this one, sgas.org. Don't use Gmail. I check that one every day. And then on Wednesday afternoons, this is somewhat changed. My office hours are always open Wednesday afternoons, or if you email me, we can definitely arrange something. So that was the first thing I wanted to share with you. The other thing I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to go back to Schoology here. Let me back up just a step, is your journal submission date. So I'm going to let you guys create your own journal, right? And what that journal looks like is going to be up to you. So if you're doing strength training and you have these certain exercises you do each time you're there, you can use that as your journal. Notice I put in here, if you put 3 hours of work in 1 week, you only need 2 hours the next week. I'm only asking you to get 5 hours every 2 weeks. Okay, so I don't want to see 1 week of 45 hours as your credit. This is going to run the whole way through the spring, all the way up until school ends in May, just like other students are doing. Okay, I gave you some dates here. You'll notice that the 29th, which is this week, is our first week where you're going to turn in 5 hours. From what I'm hearing from parents, you guys probably already have that done. So don't be afraid to write down your workout from this week, have coach sign it, and turn it in. Again, I'm going to let you decide what that journal looks like. It can be notebook paper, decide every day. You can create a schedule. If it is a workout form that you use, take a snapshot of the picture with your iPad and upload the picture. That's what I would prefer the best. So if you go into the gym and coach says, here's your workout for the day. Go ahead and write your weights down or whatever your performance was that day. Take your iPad, snap a picture of it. That's what you're going to submit, okay, and document your hours. So you'll notice the whole way down through here, okay, bi-weekly we go down, and there's some other things you're going to do. You're going to do an assessment, you're going to do a final assessment, and so forth. So if, again, you can't do that, this is what I'm expecting. If you're not going to hockey training, you need 20 minutes in your target heart rate zone using your heart rate monitor, just as other distance students do. Okay, makes sense? All right, back to Schoology again. Okay, and click back. This is your first assignment. Okay, so during this program, I'm going to ask you to set up your goals. So because your goal is not necessarily 20 minutes in your target heart rate zone, I'm sure that you have a goal for hockey, right? You'll put your name in here, and this should be a your, so we're going to fix that. Selected activity. I want you to come up with a test. So how do you know what your goal was and how you're going to complete it? So down here, I'm going to ask you to write down, what a goal was. Okay, so several forms of testing. Okay, you can figure out, like, I want 3 forms that you're going to test. So maybe it is you're doing bench press, or you're doing squats, or you're doing, maybe you're using times on ice, doing your sprints on your skates, or something else that's, make it not a feeling, make it something concrete. Some way we're going to evaluate your performance. Then you're going to use this test, and you're going to record your results. So what I want you to do is to figure out, okay, when I run this test that I created up here, these 3 forms, I'm going to test myself and find out where I'm at, right? And then I'm going to go down here, and then if you take an education, how do you feel the activity you have chosen will improve these levels of fitness? So if your training was sprint work because you wanted to be faster, how's it going to improve your hockey performance? That's what that's asking, okay? How much will they improve? Take a guess. I want you to pick 3 dates to retest yourself. So I would say now's the first date. Okay, the second date's midway through this course, and then something at the end. All right, so they're your testing, retesting. So 3 specific points that you're going to evaluate your fitness levels using the test you set above. Okay, and then as we go forth, you're going to be retesting these things. That's going to be your midterm and your final. All right, I hope that all makes sense to you. So again, everything is in Schoology. Okay, I'm going to put this video, I'll email it to you, and it's also going to be in there, and you are in the modified Flex PE session. So I'll put you in here. If I add other stuff in here, that's going to be in here. When you go to your grade book, your grades, it should only show the things you've done for Flex PE up to this point, and then you'll see the things moving forward, which are these things, beginning with goal setting, and then you'll start seeing these journal submission dates come down by date. So you'll have time to put those in. If you don't submit things on time, realize that you'll lose points. So these dates, very important that you take a look at this calendar and you say, okay, here's where I'm at. This is what I got to do by this one. I understand might be a little messy, but the 12th, we got to be at 10 hours, right? So that's going to be week 4 of this program. You need 10 hours of work in. Again, I think it'll be very easy for you guys. What I want to make sure you do is we're working on training for your sport. So don't tell me I went and played a hockey game on Saturday. That's not going to count for your hours. I know it was physical. I know it's activity, but you can't get credit for playing the sport. I can give you credit for your training and preparation for the sport. Okay? So if you have questions, best way to email me is mellera@sgasd. We can try to set up a Zoom too. We'll see if everyone gets together, but I wanted to send this out to you ahead of time and get you thinking of, what questions you might have. Hope that helps.